in anticipation of House Butterfly.
The scary thing here for VG is if they take one bad team fight, I think the anti-mage's advantage will not be big enough, even if he finishes his entire inventory. I think eHome have the counters available. So this next fight is really, really important for VG that if they get it, it needs to be at least an even trade.
House got to be careful. RTK is ready there with the blink and the burrow strike. Both teams very much ready to jump in. CTY getting the vision. Oh, can you see how hit? Yes, he can. Sets up the telekinesis. How getting caught out? Can they burst him down? Get the BKB off? Yes, maybe they can. No. Gets the BKB off. Will be able to blink himself away. They're just going to look for Ice here, but Ice gets off the snowball here. He's going to be ready to go back in, picking everyone up. And now with the Winter's Curse holding YJ in place, trying to bring down the Gyrocopter Sonic Wave as well. But now he pops the BKB, turns to Super. Epicenter from RTK, and he gets Fenrir there with the burrow strike. CTY coming in, finding the wave. Will he be able to do it? Yes, he will. How though with the Mana Void on CTY? CTY's been silenced up. CTY stuck here. Oh, but they find the kills. A double kill for CTY. Finally, Ice with the snowball will find the kill. It pays with his life as the stolen mod, the stolen snowball there, moving in onto FY. Super's had to blink away. 3 heroes dead on the side of VG, and it may just be 4. FY looking for the TP out, won't make it. Double kill for YJ, and again, eHome taking the fights perfectly. VG are always the ones to go aggressive here, but that's the second time in which we've seen eHome take a huge advantage in the fight.
It is so crucial that CTY goes for that static remnant in the tree line and finds him there so they can set up the fight on their terms.
Oh,
okay, that's
there was a quap there. Very nicely done. I mean, CTY.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty damn. 3,400 gold. I mean, he's caught up with the Queen of Pain. Still just a few thousand behind the anti-mage, but CTY in the storm. And talking about it on the analyst panel, he's certainly turning up in this fight.
We're looking at a 0 gold game. 5,000 experience for eHome here, but it feels like eHome are further ahead now, just because of the. I feel like VG's lineup, in order to thrive at this point, kind of relies on being ahead against the one of eHome. So when it's just a draw, eHome can just keep playing the way they've been playing so far, taking the good team fights, finding the farm in between. And as long as Hao doesn't get incredible amounts of farm, they'll be all right. You see, he had the fastest battle fury we've seen in this version, with Treads and Poor Man's Shield. Now his farm is just, I want to say average for anti-mages this minute, 34. Maybe slightly ahead, but not very much. Considering he had such an impressive start, eHome have done a very good job at disallowing him from just turning this into the AM show.
Looking at the items coming out from the side of eHome Storm, picking up that ultimate orb, so probably going to be looking for that Hex. And the MKB is now done on YJ's Gyrocopter, thanks to the money from those fights. So going to be even harder for VG to try and fight into the next. And as you said, it certainly feels like, even though the grass may not show it, eHome are the ones with the edge at the moment. Also, Silencer picking up a Solar Crest. I mean, we're not going to be seeing an MKB or anything like that coming out anytime soon from the lineup of VG.
This is going to make the Gyro ridiculously hard for the Dire to kill. Anti-Mage does not have an MKB. He kind of doesn't want to go for one, I think, in this game. So they've got a lot of burst damage with spells, but if YJ gets his BKB off and a Solar Crest, I actually think he's more or less immortal.
eHome, they want to go for it. VG, of course, the ones to previously look for 2 fights. eHome coming out on top. eHome, they feel confident enough to now aggressively look for a fight themselves. ROTK moving in, he's going to find FY here, jumping straight in onto the Disruptor with the telekinesis as well. FY used up here, but they should be able to clean this one up. They'll get it. Global Silence is coming out from DDC, and now it's Super actually popping the BKB and looking for Lana, but Lana with the Glimmer Cape is going to be okay. Sonic Wave comes down to CTY and YJ, but it's just not that much at this point. Ice with the Royal Spread, but he gets pulled in. Manavos come out, but the Winter's Curse down to YJ, and the Burrow Strike coming down, so Ice will fall. How trying to do what he can to turn this one. It's going to be a double kill for Super. CTY finds Fenrir though. The CTY, ROTK and DDC just about cleaning up here. ROTK looking for the epicenter, will find it. Can't quite close the gap. He's got the blink in a few seconds. No, the poison there, rendering him unable to look for the blink. But nonetheless, 3 for 2. They do lose YJ this time on the Gyro, but finding 3 in trade, I think eHome will be happy with that.
From Fenrir to get that Winter's Curse off, or they would have been 5-0'd, I think, in that fight, or at least 4-0'd and forced away. How does get, or actually both of the kills that VG get go onto Super. That means he has Scythe. He got a lot of money there for eHome. Who got the kills? We got 1 on Gyro and I think 2 on Storm. So now up to 12 Bloodstone charges, and CTY now closing in on his own Hex. So they're going pretty much toe-to-toe. Look at the net worth of the Queen of Pain and the Storm. They've been very close pretty much all game. But VG Gaming might get the bigger target here as they're looking.
Hex is actually done on the quad now though. So we've got another form of lockdown into the side of VG. which is going to be very nice, especially if they can jump in and catch out the silencer before.
Oh wait, Storm already has it too. I thought he was missing some more here. So. Okay.
Now VG get the Roshan. eHome can't quite get themselves out of the base there in time to contest it. Aegis going the way of Hao here on this anti-mage. eHome just pushing out the mid lane. CTY, 12 Bloodstone charges at the moment. Of course, worth noting as well that on DDC, he's stolen 32 intelligence so far this game, being involved in the majority of the fights that have gone down favoring the side of eHome. Again, at this point of the game, VG actually making a movement here into the Radiant jungle. Not smoked up, just trying to secure some more farm here for Hao. Stealing the jungle camps here for themselves. And looks like they've got their eyes on this tier 2 on the bottom lane. They tried for it last time, and we did see eHome come out on top of the team fight. Let's see if eHome are able to do it again. Looks like CTY is just heading up to the top lane. The rest of the side of eHome are there now. He's going to TP back. Okay, they want to try and fight. It looks like they may want to just try and straight up defend the tier 2 here. Hao on the front lines. Fortification will come out. YG's actually been blocked off here from the rest of the team, and Hao realizes they jump straight in, but RTK blinking forward. But now, with the Winter's Curse onto YJ getting low. Can they kill the Gyro? No! He's still alive here. YJ's going to turn around and start to fight. Will finally go down there to Hao. Hao looking for RTK now as well. Ice moving in here. Also, CTY will zip forward. They want to try and find one. No, eHome want to get themselves out. CTY low on mana. They want to stop the fight. It's not a good fight for them so far because VG were able to find YJ. They only lose FY here on the Disruptor. And off the back of that, VG might even try and push up to the high ground here. Maybe try and force out the buyback here from Gyrocopter. And Hao just goes straight forward. CTY zips back. Going to creep wave. RTK finds the Burrow strikes. Oh, the telekinesis as well. Hao held in place. Limit will be able to get himself out of this one. Though he's a little bit too tanky for them to bring down without the right click damage of Gyro. VG in a pretty good position after that fight here on the bottom lane.
It turns out to be really important there that, first of all, VG get a really good jump on the Gyro, and they do finally just barely bring him down in that situation. But Hao wanted to secure the kill, so he went for the Mana Void, but he went for it right after the BKB of the Gyro came out. That means that being unavailable disallows VG from really chasing that fight down. If he hadn't used the Mana Void, which ended up doing absolutely nothing in that fight, they could have maybe gone for a secondary, maybe even a tertiary kill via the Storm Spirit's low mana pool. But instead, they get a 1-for-1, they get the tower, and they do not lose anything here for VG Gaming apart from their Disruptor. Still have the Aegis. This is a full Abyssal coming out now for Hao. This is going to make him able to kill Gyro so much faster, and it's going to allow him to be the initiator. Now they don't have to commit the Hex immediately.
This is going to put VG in a very good position, and they want to fight straight away with it. Making their way straight into the jungle. Lanham looking for a D-ward. It might be his last one for a bit of time as Hao comes in. Limit Cave will be there. Oh, Lanham's able to get himself out of this one. Hao moving forward. Oh, he gets the blink off. He's out of there. CTY zipping forward without the Winter's Curse holding in place. Hao starting to go to work. The BKB was already caused by CTY. The lose Fenrir. Hao looking for the batches. Will he be able to find it? No, CTY's able to zip away. Now YJ coming in with the snowball from Ice moving forward with the Warriors pushing out to YJ as well. Hao with the right click bashing him up. YJ still trying to fight for this. Global silence has been popped. Hao just looking to chase this one down. RTK with the epicenter. There we go with the Burrow strike. Holding Hao back. The glimpse is there. They want to YJ and he will lose his life. RTK silenced up. Ice trying to find the star with the snowball. Will get it. Super's there. Hao as well with the Hex. RTK nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Hao gets himself a double kill. And that fight indeed, they pick up the Abyssal, they go straight for the fight, and VG coming out on top. They'll look for the tier 2 here in the mid lane as well.
Yeah, they're absolutely going to be able to claim that. There is a buyback on Gyro and Sand King, and VG might be able to force both of them by just committing on here. They should have the Guardian Greaves ready very soon here for Ice. 10 seconds on cooldown. They just go in here. Storm cannot hold this alone. Hao, by the way, will have his Abyssal in a second.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay.
Now okay, Hao. Well, he's jumped straight onto DDC, looks for the back. Oh, Mana Void. That's a quick one-on-one there on how to kill a silencer. Down for 60 seconds, does have buyback. He will use it. Sanking, RTK coming back as well. Still holding off on the Gyro's buyback. CTY goes straight in here onto FY. Bob the BKB, the bashes are there. Snowball from Ice is going to go. Oh, RTK actually coming in as well, but he's been hexed up. Actually gets glimpsed back there. Hao now moving in onto DDC. He's got nowhere to go. The Glimmer Cave buying him some time. He's going to be able to lift with his magical damage. The magic resistance is just enough. God, can't I believe that. YJ will find FY. Now CTY is eHome again with this defense that they've managed to pull out before, and they'll pull it out again. They also take down Fenrir, getting both FY and Fenrir, the support combo of VG, and the rest of VG just left to retreat. eHome, they defend again.
It costs them a hell of a lot, but they do manage to hold their barracks, the tier 3 tower on 16 health. the Silence just surviving with about the same. That was a fight of absolute minimal differences that could have changed everything. One of them being Hao's Abyssal Blade. I think it was ready to be used on the Storm, but as he was about to use it, CTY zipped out, caught the time he needed to not get caught off guard. Still an open game, but eHome are starting to lose a lot of ground now. They were starting to get a lead. They've lost it, and they've lost a little bit more than that.
Now some big investments in them there, as you said, to hold the base. But they do hold the base. Tier 3 still standing in all 3 lanes, and racks remain as well. 30 to 25, eHome with the kill advantage. It's indeed a very close game. The fact, though, that VG Hao, he's the one that's stockpiling the gold. 24,000 on him at the moment. 3k now on top of that Abyssal Blade. I mean, what does he go for now? Obviously, the MKB's already been picked up. Does he avoid going for the butterfly and just straight go for a heart here?
I think maybe he goes for an MKB of his own.
Okay.
It's possible he feels like he's tanky enough right now. With both the BKB Manta and, of course, the Cold Embrace, which is always going to help him. They have Cold Embrace, Glimmer Cape, Guardian Greaves. Do they have a Force Staff? They do not have one on the Dire, because else that would have been like the perfect setup. And there's also no Crest, but I guess it's being worked on by Fenrir, who currently has a Chainmail. It's got quite a way to go, but might make it there eventually.
I mean, at this point of the game, we obviously saw VG trying to push down the mid, eHome taking the better fight. Do VG have to wait for eHome to come to them, or can they afford to try and look and jump in? And who does Anti-Mage need to be catching out here with the Abyssal Blade?
If he jumps on the Storm and gets him with the Abyssal as well as Manta, he's going to force a global silence from that alone. And then it's possible they can take the fight after that. Alternatively, if he jumps the silence is just flat out dead. Like, there's pretty much no way he's getting out of that one.
Couple of big items coming out here. Super's now picked up an AC on the quad. ROTK on his Sankey. He's got a Lotus Sword to help against these hexes. And Zip for CTY straight onto Super. BKB popped as well. Lanham trying to help. Global Silence has come out here. The Snowball comes out from my side there, and they're able to find the kill onto Lanham. Hao trying to work his way onto YJ with the bash as well. Looking for the gyro here. Lotus Sword has been popped down onto YJ. And Hao is actually looking for CTY here. There's Snow coming for ROTK. They're controlling the anti-mage. With the Winter's Curse out onto ROTK. Oh, side with the punch onto YJ. CTY looking for Hao. Cold Embrace is there though. Hao will live. The Bloodstone Deny comes out. Hao gets stumped up. Strike, ISO trying to help Hao. The snowball's there. He'll protect Hao. Moving it onto DDC here. Hao with the right click. Hao's actually got themselves out of here. They've found 3. eHome just down to their last 2. DDC and YJ trying to do what they can. Hao moves over the Mana Void onto YJ. F5 still there looking for DDC. Super. Fenrir and DDC can they find it? They will. And Fenrir falls though. YJ is all on his own. Can he find some? He return the hexes there. No, he can't. Super with a double kill as they take down the entirety of eHome CTY. Look at this hit. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh! Not quite long enough. Not quite long enough. He goes for the play.
Oh, he gets the courier. Maybe. Oh, no.
Oh, Hao the ball! The Abyssal Blade! No, he's going to get it! He's going to get it! He gets it! He kills Storm a second time! Mega kill streak for Hao. And so much money going the way of the anti-mage after that one.
Such a taste of courier, and he just doesn't... Oh my lord.
That was such a painful fight for eHome to lose, and losing the Storm twice. I mean, his Bloodstone charges must be falling. You're down to 6 now. What a fight for VG.
Curious to see where AM goes with all of that money he just picked up. And what have we got on Queen of Pain? She got the Assault Cuirass, and another 2,300 as we get a tower deny here from Lanham in the mid lane. Doesn't want to give VG that free gold. They could just keep going high ground. I'm a little bit surprised that Hao doesn't go and hit the tower a bit with his hero here until there's like, say,